Now, when your equation is not already equal to 0, you're not in standard form, what you're going to do is just move your terms from one side to another so that your right side is 0, okay? So for numbers 5 and 6, for instance, we're going to take that positive 60 here. We'll subtract it from both sides, and just be careful now because you don't have any like terms over here on the left. X squared, negative 7x, and negative 60 are all their own types of terms. So we're just going to list them. X squared minus 7x minus 60 equals 0, and we'll factor and solve from here. Make sure you're in standard form before you try to factor. When those terms happen to be have a variable in it, that's okay. Just again, move it from one side to another. It's positive 24x. I'll subtract it on both sides. And then we list these terms in standard form order, decreasing order by exponents. 4x squared minus 24x plus 32 equals 0. As with any factoring situation, you're always thinking in the back of your head whether or not you have a GCF, and that's no different with factoring when solving. So you can always look for that GCF and then divide through. Everything gets divided by that GCF. In this case, we're going to divide everything by 4, which changes nothing on the right-hand side over here. 0 divided by 4 is still 0. So we're left with x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. And now this is much, much easier to factor and then solve. Make sure you're moving terms so that your equations are equal to 0. It's okay to have to move 2 terms. So for instance, number 10, we're going to take that positive 40x and subtract it from both sides. We're also going to take that negative 60 and add it to both sides. So my resulting equation then is 5x squared minus 40x plus 60. Don't be afraid to have several steps before you get to where you even need to start factoring. So we've moved 2 terms to the left. Now I'm going to divide through by 5 because I can. So that GCF divides out, and we're left with x squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0, which gives us a less complicated, a much simpler equation to factor and then solve.